Welcome back to Free Flow episode 7. We fixed our issues from last week and we are back. Mitchell, how you doing?
Pretty good, dude. Finally not sick after, last week, making it through. So just vibing. How about
Mhm.
you, man?
I'm doing good, dude. I can't complain too much. Work's busy, life's busy, everything's busy, but it's good busy. Just got my just got fitted for my suit last week. Paid for my suit last week, we're chilling. So,
It's all coming together, brother.
yeah, we're getting ready for my brother's wedding. We're going full throttle. Um but yeah, I mean, let's just start it off with, the boring stuff we were going to talk about before we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
into
yeah.
the real deal. We're going to talk about basketball, so it's pretty light. Nothing really has happened. I will say this, Mitchell and I probably will do like an emergency free flow episode if the Lakers make some splash trade. Uh
Not even necessarily the Lakers. Like if there's like a Giannis trade, like if
yeah,
there's something major, we kind of like got to be like, all right, dude, we're getting on tonight,
Yeah.
whatever.
As long as it's something big, like I don't care if it's like a Donovan Mitchell trade. Like if it's a splash trade, like
Yeah,
let's do it. Um, but I saw some things. Lakers were targeting DeAndre Hunter, and he got traded away. It seems like the Lakers yet again are kind of just doing the Rob Palinka thing and meandering around at the deadline for scraps. What are you thinking right now? Like, what are you thinking if you're Luca? What are you thinking as a fan?
I mean, I saw the other day, I don't know, like it's almost a meme at this point, but being like, oh, they're just waiting for like cap space kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're waiting to see how the buyout market goes and all that. And I did see like a meme tweet about it, but I swear I also saw like a legit tweet about it. And
Mm-hmm.
I do not have like confidence that they're going to make some deal. That said, like the DeAndre Hunter deal, I heard they wanted like Connect and they wanted Rui, and I just don't think that's a major upgrade for Hunter. I think Hunter's a good player, but I I think I said this last week. If Rui gets traded, he's gonna be a 20-point per game guy on whatever team. Like maybe not on the Cavs because they got some depth, but like he's gonna get buckets wherever he goes. And I've prepared myself for the fact that we're going to be like, oh my god, he's playing so well now, but it's not. It's just that like he's not
He's
the
really
fourth
came into
option.
his own since he came to the Lakers. Like he was
Yeah,
like a solid role player before, and now he's like really come into his own as like I wouldn't say like a star, but like a good player. You know?
yeah, and he's gonna continue to be a good player elsewhere, and like Lakers fans are gonna be like, why the fuck wasn't he doing that for us? And it's like he does, it's just inconsistent, and like that's a Lakers problem. Is
Yeah.
that y- I swear every single time I see like I check the stats like the next day or like especially after a loss, it's Luca Braun got like 20 plus. Everybody else is like below 8.
Yeah.
And it's what we've been saying in the sense that these teams like this team just doesn't put it together very often. Like when they do, when like
Yeah.
Moravia is going, when uh DeAndre Ayton's going, when Rui's going, like they're a tough team to beat. It's just
Yeah.
that there's too many games that those guys are not all there.
Yeah, and it does have heard a lot of the rumors about DeAndre Ayton being a trade piece for Nick Claxton. I've started seeing those rumors. Or just in general, they're looking to move him for like a, I guess, more preferred center.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think about that? Do you think DeAndre Ayton's worth getting rid of? Do you think they should just like suck it up and keep him and try to like reach him where he's at? What are you thinking there?
I'll be like I saw the stat the other day that the Lakers are actually the number one lob team in the league, which like doesn't surprise me. You have Luca, you have Braun, like you're gonna get lobs. Jackson Hayes can do it. DeAndre, we were saying last week, is not the best in the world at getting lobs, but he can. LeBron's been throwing a ton of lobs.
Yeah.
And that's the guy that whoever big they get, like that's what they want, another lob threat. But the night that I saw that tweet, like that same tweet said, I think they had like 12 lobs in that game or something, like 12 alley oops or something.
hmm
And so it's like they clearly, if that's what they're going for, they literally already have it. Like if you're already leading the league in this stat, if you're able to get 12 in a game, which is more than like what anybody else has done, like you're already you have that. So
Yeah.
it's like that shouldn't be your goal of like, well, I'm trying to get a better lob threat than essentially the best lob threats in the league. Like even if they're not, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan,
Yeah.
like there's a reason you're at the top. And how like what you're gonna get two more lobs a game, maybe kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like let's be real and honest with ourselves and be like, okay, what other than lobs or whatever does like DeAndre not bring that we want?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure because am I gonna act like DeAndre Ayton is like some absolutely fantastic best in the league post player? No. But do I think that they're gonna trade for that player? Not at all.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, like he is kind of lazy. It seems like seemingly the fourth quarter on
Yeah.
defense. But it seems I do agree. Like for what I don't know why, but for whatever reason, if you can get that away from him, like
Mm,
I don't know, save his gas tank or something, he's fine. I also don't understand, like, I feel like whenever Jackson Hayes plays a lot of minutes, like he plays really well, and then he just gets like punished for it. Like the next game, he just doesn't play a lot of minutes, and then the next game,
yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, we need him to play a lot of minutes, and then he plays well, and then he like gets punished again. So
Oh,
it's the
Hunter's
most
going in.
like confusing thing I've ever seen because I've never seen a player so consistently punished for playing well.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I agree. I don't think unless you're gonna get someone like that's a significant upgrade to DeAndre, which I don't see happening. Uh, I agree. I don't see why you'd get another big. Um, my big question here is I saw a clip the other night. I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was against the. Let me see. I don't think it was against the Knicks. I think it was against. No, it might have been against the Knicks. Jared Vanderbilt kind of ripped into LeBron for not playing defense, which I thought was really funny. Like seeing that happen, like LeBron just kind of lackadaisically, like they played a pick and roll, and LeBron just kind of lackadaisically like threw his arm out to try and swat a ball, and then just stood at the top of the key, while
Yeah.
Vanderbilt had to like 2v1 at that point. And you see afterwards, like I will say, this is what I like about JJ is you could tell he's bringing a culture where it's like no one's above getting criticized because like Jared
Yeah.
Vanderbilt just looks at LeBron and like starts yelling like, "What are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna play?" Like, and you could tell JJ's kind of making players more comfortable. Like, no one's above criticism, probably besides Luca. My guess is he's probably above criticism. Like, if Luca gets blown by, you're like, yeah, it's Luca though. He's gonna go down and hit three. So,
Yeah. Well,
um,
and the thing with like JJ in that same regard too is like I am constantly hearing him like prop up his players when they do well. But
yeah,
like whether like obviously he does it like all the time to like Braun and Luca, but like he does it with Reeves, he does it with like literally any player when they do well, like JJ's the first guy to be like, dude, they were awesome. You
yeah.
know? But
And
like he's
so
not underselling anybody.
I do like it, and I do think it is funny because I'm sure LeBron, like, because they like showed LeBron's face like after, like you could tell LeBron was just like he literally just went like this, like
He's like,
kind
who
of
the fuck
side
are
of
you to
like
talk to me?
like oh like
Yeah.
damn, I'm not really used to this treatment. This is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like okay, and I think it is cool. I will say it is kind of funny that you can see the cogs turning. Like you've seen it since Luca got there that everyone started recognizing like okay, LeBron's mortal now. We can
Mhm.
criticize LeBron now because this is Luca's team.
Yeah.
And I do feel bad for LeBron in a sense because every loss is LeBron, every win is Luca, and like
Yeah.
like every little mistake LeBron makes, like lazy defense, like that's so highlighted now.
Yeah.
And now that players aren't afraid to call it out, like it's gonna be even more highlighted. Where it's like one of those things where like, I would honestly, again, I know LeBron has like a no trade clause, but like, you got to see what you can get, in my opinion. I'm not saying for sure like for sure dish him, but I'm saying LeBron wouldn't say no to Golden State, right? Like, if you were
No,
Rob
not if
Pelinka,
if they still had like if they weren't getting Curry back in the deal, 100%.
yes,
Like
that's what I'm
he's
saying.
playing with
Like,
Curry.
I'm sure if you were Pelinka, you could go, yo, we want to give you LeBron.
Yeah.
Um, but we obviously need something substantial back, right? And I know they're constantly looking. I know they say they're not, but I know he's definitely available like for players like LeBron, Giannis. Is like if I was them, I would be targeting like a Kuminga, someone like that, like Kuminga, or even like someone's. simple like a Buddy Healed, like I'd be like, listen, we're down to trade you LeBron, and then you go to LeBron, obviously, like, listen, I know you don't want to be traded just anywhere, but if we were to be able to get you to Golden State, would you be down to waive your trade clause? And just see what you can get from him. Because like you and I have been saying, dude, this roster, unless they catch like a disgusting bubble level hot streak, they're not winning anything here. Like they can for sure, but
But a lot needs to go right.
yeah, a lot needs to go right. DeAndre Ayton needs to play a good 40 minutes, like his best basketball, 40 minutes, a lot of games in the playoffs. You need Reeves back to be at the top of his game. And with left like calf strains, dude, a lot of the times those either A end up in Achilles tears or B those end up just not ending well. Like they end up lingering forever.
Yeah.
You're gonna need like Rui to and Laravia to be consistent, which they have just showed it's really hard for them to be. Um, and you need like LeBron and Luca to be. I'll say mainly Luca. LeBron's been pretty efficient. Like, sure, he has a couple stinkers, but Luca's the one that's really been like inefficient, like pretty hard
Well,
some games.
I mean, he was inefficient the other night, but he's honestly been on a tear. Like
Yes, he has, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Luca's month of December was pretty fucking nuts.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd need them to be like super consistent across the board. You'd need them to play their best basketball pretty much for the entirety of the playoffs. And I feel like that's just
Yeah.
a bad recipe going into the playoffs. Like we don't need to make a move because as long as LeBron, Luca, Reeves, and Ayton play perfect, we should be fine.
Well,
Like,
what sucks, because I saw this the other day and I kind of agree with it, is that when it comes to Reeves, like you can't trade him um yet or something by wanting to trade him like for Giannis, trying to put him in those talks, which like is worth it.
yeah,
But then like he's an unrestricted free agent,
yep,
so it's hard to get him to be like, okay, like do I sign and trade? And then you're like even putting him in those talks kind of thing
yeah,
risks burning that bridge.
yep.
And by all accounts, like we've said, LeBron, I don't want to call it like above 50, but like there's probably like a 60-40 chance that he's not on the Lakers next year,
I would, yeah. I
And
mean, I would say I would put
like
it like at 90% chance he's not a Laker.
I don't know if it's that high, but like there's a decent chance that he's not on the Lakers next year. And like, do you really want to be like piss off Reeves, and then you end up losing Reeves is an unrestricted free agent, and you lose LeBron, and now all of a sudden you're left with Luca and a bunch of fucking nobodies,
Yeah,
and
like here's what I think.
so it's a
The
tough
reason I
risk
think
right there.
it's high is because the Lakers are already starting their like media blitz. Like you could tell when a team's like done with a player because like you saw that rumor that came out was like the Lakers of course would be willing to bring LeBron back if he took a pay cut, which basically means we don't want you unless you see yourself as a veteran role player. Like
Yeah,
we're not paying you big money, and LeBron knows if he goes to Golden State with Curry, he's going to yield big money, like or wherever else, pretty much besides the Lakers. The Lakers' relationship with him is soured. The new owner does not seem like he really gives a shit if LeBron's there or not. And I do agree. Like it is hard because like you can't. LeBron's not going to waive his clause for Milwaukee.
yeah,
Um, the Warriors aren't going to go into a three-team trade where they don't get Giannis and help the Lakers get Giannis. So it's like LeBron kind of has to stay put unless it's straight up you're going to Golden State for X player. And yeah, Reeves, like even shopping him, I agree, like completely makes him be like go into negotiations basically like, well, I just want the most money I can get from you guys, or I'm gonna go get the most money I can get elsewhere because you guys were already willing to ship me anyways.
yeah. And it's not
Um,
like he's new to trade rumors, but like just right now it's a sensitive area
yeah,
for
especially
Reeves.
while hurt. I know athletes get really triggered when you try and trade them while hurt.
Yeah,
Um, like specifically, like I know the Niners have dealt with that multiple times. But that's kind of my thing is the Lakers really are in such a bad spot from having the worst GM in the NBA for years because you just don't have anything to
like really improve the roster. Yeah, it's in an awkward spot.
yeah, it's just one of those things where I don't know, man. The Lakers are really, really kind of screwed here, and I feel it's sad because I love Luca so much, but it's like
Yeah.
I don't see him staying loyal to shit. So, but
Yeah,
I
I
will
mean, he
say
has no
I
reason.
have full faith in this owner. I think the owner is going to come like, yo, I'm coming in to spend money. We're firing that dipshit in the front office, and I'm going to give you as much money as you want and make you the happiest guy in the world. Do you see the Dodgers? Yeah,
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 exactly. Like they're competing every year, and that's the thing. Like even if they're not winning a championship, where like Dodgers have won back to back or whatever, like they're going to be competing every single year.
and
And
you
that's the
see
thing. Like
this,
I had said when Luca came to the Lakers, I was like, this could be awful for his career. Like he's going to get the LeBron treatment of a franchise that actually doesn't put their best foot forward to try and win. But with
yeah,
new management, it's going to end up being like, thank God.
especially that guy specifically. Like he's not buying
Like
a team to lose
almost like we're kind of conspiracists on that Luca trade where we said Flag was always involved
for
in
sure.
the deal. I wonder if another part of that was
Ownership
uh
exchange.
Silver being like the Genie, you have to fucking sell. Like you
Yeah,
cannot own this team. That we've seen the way you've done it with LeBron, and like the way that these last however many years you've not been willing to spend money. You are LA. You are the Lakers.
yeah.
This is what you do. You spend money,
I could see.
and
So I could see that. In my opinion, would say it was more of like a you need to compete. Like
yeah,
you can't keep. I would. I don't know if it would be like you need to sell, but I think it was more
yeah,
you need to be one of the best teams in the NBA if
and
we're
you
gonna
need to be
give you
willing to
this,
spend, kind
because
of
we're
thing. And if you're
trying
not
to.
willing to
It
spend,
seems obvious the push is to market European stars because American talent just is not touching European talent right now. It's
no,
just
not at
not.
all. It's not.
And they need to start being able to like make Luca's or
Mm,
Wemby's, most importantly, the Kobe's, the Shaqs, the MJ's,
yeah.
the
Like it's a
Currys.
Euro league at this point.
Yes.
Like they are the faces of the league. Like as much as people would love like Anthony Edwards, like he does too much kind of dumb shit. He says too much dumb shit.
Yeah. John
Uh,
Morant, they tried, failed
yeah,
miserably. Like they need people that just they need maniacs and like Kobe and
yeah,
MJ and Braun and Curry that just want to play basketball.
yeah.
And that's in Europe right now. And so I agree with you. But I just think it was more of like a if
You
we're
have
gonna
to be
do this, you
willing to
guys
spend.
need to compete. Like we can't
Yeah,
give you a Luka Doncic and you not compete.
yeah,
And so yeah, I completely agree. Like it's pretty obvious that had to be a conspiracy. Like Nico Harrison got fired, and it's like there's just no way. Like even Mark Cuban himself said, like there is just no way you do that trade. Like there's
yeah,
just
yeah,
no way you do that. Every NBA player in the NBA was like, "What in the world just happened?" Like there's just a
yeah,
0% chance that trade was just organically made. Because even
yeah.
if they were sick of Luca, you'd shop him to all 32
Oh,
teams.
there's no way. Again, we like talked about this, but and I don't understand the trade market at this point. But like Rudy Gobert, Paul George getting ridiculous hauls, and then all of a sudden, Luca gets nothing. Trey gets nothing.
Yeah,
Like these young, like Trey's not a Luca, but like the fact that these teams are getting nothing, like, is absurd. And Luca getting like you could have gotten all but three players in the league with Luca. Like the only players that I truly think are like off limits in that deal are not even Giannis at this point because of
yeah, I
how
wouldn't
they
say
were.
Giannis.
But like Jokic and Wemby. Like maybe OKC is like, we don't want to trade Shea, but like
I could see
I
them doing it, like being willing to do it anyways, if it was an
yeah,
option.
yeah, be like, well, I give Shea and then my ninth best player and one pick, maybe.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I agree. I think there's like yeah, I would say Wemby would be, in my opinion, even Jokic. Like, I don't think the Nuggets would, but I think a
yeah,
lot. Like, if you asked a majority of teams, would you trade Jokic for Luca? A lot would say yes, just purely because of, well, one, Jokic doesn't seem to really give a shit about basketball, anyways.
yeah.
Two, I think it's also like, he's just younger, right? He has
Yeah,
more of
I
a
mean the
career
age
ahead of
thing's
him.
huge. Like it's the same reason why, like 8 years ago when LeBron was still on the Lakers or on the Cavs, I was like, if I had the first pick in this draft, this is like again like 2018,
Hmm.
like 20 or 2016, and I'm like, LeBron is still fucking LeBron. I would trade him for Luca, like
Yeah.
purely because like I mean, LeBron's still playing 8 years later at like a pretty high level, but I was like, there's no way he's gonna be playing until he's fucking 40. Like, give me the guy that I think is 20 and gonna like run the next league for the next 20, like 15 years.
Yeah.
Like
And so I
like
agree. I think this new owner, even if the Lakers don't make it, I think if this is my thing too. I think Rob Pelinka is pretty much auditioning for his job this trade deadline.
oh,
And
he
if
has
he
to
and
be.
if he
Yeah.
doesn't make a move, it's just going to solidify this owner's decision of like, oh yeah, I'm completely getting rid of you. And he'll be like, what? Why? And he'll be like, dog, okay, so I just won back-to-back championships, and I'm still signing the best players available in baseball. That's
Yeah.
what I'm bringing to the Lakers. That I don't care how much I'm winning. I'm still going to go after the best because
Yeah.
I want to continue winning. Like
Yeah.
one ring isn't enough, two rings isn't enough. This guy seems like a guy that's like, I don't really care if I win 10 rings in a row. I want an 11th. Like,
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
spending a
want to
lot of
win.
fucking money over
Yeah,
here.
he's like, I just
Like,
want to win. And if you guys aren't going to be willing to match that energy, I will find somebody that will.
yeah.
And so, yeah, I think we're in. I think Luca's in for a good thing. Like even Laker fans, it sucks because it's like stay patient when you have someone like Luca. But I think truly stay patient. I think this offseason is gonna get like hectic as hell. But yeah, we will do a show if some sort of big move happens. The deadline's in 3 days, so I'm sure we'll most likely get a show the 5th, at least. I'd be
we
surprised if nothing happens.
we got to do one more basketball thing
Okay,
before
go.
moving on. And I had sent this to you the other day, but and I would love for people to chime in, like get some takes on this, get more information from people. But the Hornets being the best team in the league right
Oh
now
yes, we were talking about
is
this, dude. Lamelo,
unbelievable. And you're a big Lamelo guy. We've talked the Hornets basically every podcast just because of you liking Lamelo.
the
But
goat.
like, they're on a 6 game win streak right now. They've beaten OKC, they've beaten the Spurs, they've beaten the Lakers. I think they beat the Knicks in this run, like not in the 6 game streak, but like in the
They're a
last
game and a
month or
half
so.
out of a play-in spot, which is crazy.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because like Chicago, Atlanta, and Miami are like a fan base that is like, we're the fucking play-in teams. Who's this new guy coming in?
Yeah,
And then I saw tweets being like, don't worry, we're gonna get the 6th seed. You guys can all stay in the play-in. They're like, we don't care. But I mean, they've been on a tear. Like, and I do think because again, this is since we started the pod essentially, that Con Knipple has kind of just hit that level of already not necessarily arriving, but being a player that's like, okay, this guy's got to start. He's got
yeah.
to do his thing, and he makes this team significantly better. Like he
Just
is just
having a
one of those
threat like
players.
that is so beneficial to your team.
Yeah,
Like obviously, and I think they're just playing well as a team, dude.
yeah,
Like against the Spurs, right? Colin Sexton had his pop off game, which is like, bro, he only played 18 minutes. He had 21 points. Like, and
yeah,
stuff like that is when you're really seeing like coaching come through. Because like the game before that, that was the nipple game. Like
yeah,
he popped off. Game before that was a Brandon Miller masterclass. Like he popped off. Game before that against the Sixers, they all kind of just had their turn and took turns
yeah.
on the Sixers. But like, bro, that's when you start seeing like coaching really shine is when you're starting to see multiple players have these takeover games. Cause like, in my opinion, that's just a coaching thing. Like that's one of those things where it's like, that's
And
taught in. I think LaMelo is playing a lot better. He's still, he's still inefficient. He's
yeah,
still mellow, but
I mean, and
I,
that's the thing. If he can be an efficient player, like efficient shooter, and be like, I don't need to take all these shots. I've got guys that can shoot now, and like, because he is one of the best playmakers in the league. And
I
so
agree.
if
Yeah.
he just he's like, you know what, I'm gonna get my shot because he also can get his shot when he can. And he just takes ridiculous shots.
Yeah.
But it's like if I can get Lamelo to get good shots, stop taking stupid shots, and then being like, okay, Brandon Miller is our guy. Con Knipple is going to be our number 2. Like Miles Bridges is going to be our number 3. LaMelo, you're still there, but I want you to be like my 4th best
And I
scorer.
don't even think Brandon Miller's that good too. I think he's super inefficient as well. Like that's the crazy thing is like they are inefficient, but
Yeah,
it's wildly working for them. I think a lot of it also has to do with they're so young. Like they can just keep. I think so. I was like
they can
watching
run
some
breaks off
because I
people.
was so curious, like why they are just all of a sudden hitting form. I noticed their pace is really fast. Like
Yeah, yeah,
they're playing Lamelo's Chino Hills offense basically. Like
yeah,
it's super up pace. Like okay, if you score, don't care. We're sprinting back down the court, and so they just get so many more like from what I noticed, they have a lot more scoring opportunities. Like against the Spurs, they took 8 more shots than the Spurs, which they only won by 5. The 8 more shots helps.
it's
Like
huge. Yeah,
that's huge. Like against the Mavericks, it was a really close game. But they just keep the pace like pushing. Like they had less shots than the Mavericks, but it was one of those games where their pace is so fast. Like they just play so fast, like because all of their players are shooters. So like, dude, they took 90 shots, 41 of those were threes. So like they're getting down to the other side of the court, they're shooting and they're sprinting back up the court. And then they're sprinting back up the court, taking a quick shot. Like they're kind of just running you ragged. And they're kind of creating like uh, organized chaos, which is
yeah.
so interesting to see because like they're still in my opinion they're like they don't look that efficient, but they're just it's just that chaos, man, and it's awesome to see. I think it's cool to see LaMelo, like you said, like grow into a playmaker because he is good. Like he's like people underrate his defense. He's a good defender.
It
um
helps at his size too.
yeah, like him and Lonzo were always
I
in
will.
what.
So for the last 10 games, they have the best rebounding percentage at like by almost a percentage and a half over second place. They are top 7 in like their assist ratio. What are the assist to turnover? Still not great, but they've got the best offensive rating by almost 3 points. Their defensive rating is top 7, with pace honestly being a big part of that. Like Detroit's
Yes,
doing it, but their pace is like much lower. So it's like all things considered, like they're right behind Detroit in terms of their net rating. Um, like their true shooting percentage is actually 4th. So like
that
they've
is.
become more efficient. Their effective field goal percentage is 3rd. So it's like it literally could just be like their efficiency more than anything
Yeah.
else. But like that
And
they've
I think
just
that
been
was the
more
big thing
efficient.
is like they're more like I know LaMelo has had a stinker during this run. He went like 1
Yeah.
for 15.
Yeah,
But like
literally.
and he's still shooting like there are some games where he's shooting 30%, same with Brandon Miller. But I think it's one of those things where they're trusting everyone else, right? Like LaMelo's like, dude, I just can't get my shot. Here, let's try Brandon. I can't get
Yeah.
my shot. Let's try Nipple. I can't get my shot. Let's try Miles Bridges. And I think another thing that's doing well with their defense is Musa being a starter. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
with him being a starter, their shortest player
Is
and
like
their starting
6'7".
lineup is 6'6".
Yeah.
Like, then you have Brandon Miller who's 6'7", Miles Bridges who's 6'7", LaMelo Ball who's 6'7", but I'm pretty sure he's taller than that because he's taller than Miles Bridges, who's listed 6'7". I think it's like a KD thing where LaMelo is really like 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
Like you have a lot of length there too. And when they're super young, like I'm saying, like so they're super big, they're super athletic. Like it's hard to stop a team like that. Like cuz again, they can always find a shot because again, length. Like bro, what's Curry going to do defending a team like that? He's not going to be
Yeah.
able to defend anything.
I mean,
Like
Colin Sexton's like their shortest player that gets like legit minutes, and he's 6'3". Like I actually thought, like following him at a bit at in Cleveland, like I
yeah.
actually thought he was closer to like 6 feet tall, but like 6'3's a tall point guard. You
Yeah.
know, like that is a Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, who like are not short point guards. Like they're
Yeah.
not
In
they're
today's
not
game, I guess
LaMelo
they're
height.
considered short, but that's just because today's game you have like
Has a
Cooper
lot of like
Flag, Luca,
yeah,
Shea,
LaMelo,
yeah.
LeBron. Like you have a lot of tall, like
Which I will say,
great
poor
forwards.
Flag, bro. He drops 49 shooting like ridiculous efficiency, and they still lose. I'd be like,
Yeah.
brother, I need some help. I go back to the locker room like, help me. Like, what do I have to do? I shot like 70% and I'm
Yeah.
dropping 50. And now I see what Luca went through here. Get me out. Can I go to the Lakers?
Yeah, I mean, that lineup, I think, is either undefeated with Devontae in it or like damn close to it. You
Yeah,
know?
he's really, really kind of pushing them pushing them forward. I mean, like Mitchell said, I like Hornets, I guess would be my second favorite team because
Yeah.
like I just think they're fun. I've loved LaMelo because I just have always thought he was the best ball brother anyways. Like he's just a fun player, bro. Like he has so much fun, even zesty fun on the court as we all saw. Like sometimes a little too much fun in the showers with the boys, but that's what makes
It
it
is what it
fun.
is.
And I like teams like that. Like I like young teams that are just having fun and it looks like they're just playing basketball. Like that's what I liked about the Pistons. Like that's why I respect the Pistons. That's why I love Luca. That's why Luca's been like my favorite player in the league since he's come in
It
because he just
it
looks like he's
is
having fun, man.
it is interesting though how we're at a time in the league right now where a lot of the teams that are really good are actually like the youngest teams in the league. That
I mean,
like the Spurs are wildly young, the Thunder ridiculously young. Like obviously they're not at the top, but they've been the best team, like one of the best teams in the Hornets, like ridiculously young. The Pistons ridiculously young. Um like
I have a
we're
theory. I think it's because there. I think it helps that I feel like there's not dominant superstars, right? I don't think
mm,
there's like I'm
like
trying to
on
word
these
this.
teams, you mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to word this in a way where people don't get triggered. Like
Yeah.
I'm not saying Shea isn't a superstar, Luca isn't a superstar, but they're not LeBron. They're not Kobe. They're not Curry, where it's like they're obviously the best in the league, and it's just not a
Yeah.
debate. Like you can literally debate a wall. Like
Yeah.
you have it goes in phases. Like at points, Shea looks like the best in the league. At points, Luca looks like the best in the league. At points, Wemby looks like the best in the league. At points, Jokic looks like you can pretty much pick players from almost every team. At points, Curry looks like the best in the league still.
Yeah.
Like there's not like a LeBron where it's like, yeah, he's just the best right now, and it's just
Yeah.
not close. Or it's like, yeah, it's Kobe. He's just the best in the world right now, and it's not close. Like they just don't have that. So I think that kind of helps with that, right? Where
Mhm.
you have these young teams that are just fast, keeping up the pace. They're all super talented. So it's like you
And I
could
think
all work.
that there a lot of them are like they're still on like rookie deals or
Yep.
those like
They
first
haven't
8
hit the
year
apron.
deals. Yeah, and so their stat like it's kind of goes to the like, oh well, why would you tank? And it's like because you can't fucking develop a team through like free agency the way
Yeah.
that you could, and it sucked for a couple years, and then all of a sudden your players all kind of develop at the same time. If you have good players that are willing to develop and work hard and push each other,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they all hit their stride, and it's like, holy shit, we got a
Yeah.
squad now.
I mean, yeah, with this apron stuff, it is really hard. You can't just farm. And again, I also think it's just I think the NBA, the one thing they've done a good job at is it's really like not smart for budding superstars to leave where they were drafted. Like with the Supermax stuff, with the apron stuff, like it's really hard to like convince Cade Cunningham or a Oh, Shea didn't get drafted
Well, it's
there,
just
but
like their
similar
bird rights are
concept.
so important.
Yeah,
Like they play such a big thing, and like it still can screw teams. Like the Thunder are going to be good for a while because they're 100% going to lose players. But if they have so many picks that if they draft well, they'll be
that's
okay.
what I'm saying. Like they've done it smart, where it's like the Thunder also just they play it like a lot of people criticize teams for playing it like it's a video game. Like, oh, you're playing it like it's Madden, you're playing it like it's 2K. The
Yeah,
Thunder do, and it's completely smart. Like, oh, hey, like I don't think we're having the money to sign this guy and keep who we want to keep. Let's just trade him now and get a haul. And it's like,
yeah, like while he's at his best,
yeah,
and we're not like we know we're not going to be able to pay him, kind of thing. Like, and it is crazy, like because you said like you playing it like a video game. Video games were literally 20 years ahead, like video game players and everything, 20 years ahead of analytics.
yeah,
Because it's like I play 2K growing up, it's like threes or layups.
yep,
And then like you're in Madden, you're like, I'm gonna fucking bomb this shit
yeah,
40 yards. And like because again, you think 20 years ago, like football, they're running the ball. Like they're like, I'm gonna ground and pound you for 40 rushes a game kind of thing.
Yep.
And it's like, no, no, no. If I throw it, all I need to do is complete one pass to get a first down, and I have 3 chances to do it. Like,
Yeah.
and now more teams are going it for it on fourth, like especially with how fucking far some of these guys are kicking it from. But it's like there's just a natural way that like somebody who doesn't even necessarily know how to play the sport, and like so people will be like, well, analytics nerds don't know anything. It's like, okay, but like why would you in basketball, why would I take a 19-foot shot that is worth 2 points when I could take 2 steps back and it's worth an extra point?
Yeah.
But like, and people would be like, you're taking away the game, and it's like, no, but like just like on a fundamental
It
level,
doesn't make sense.
like why would you do that? And it seemingly took people not playing the sport to like question those people that play the sport, and because everybody's just like, well, this is just the way we've always done it, and like
Mhm.
that was their answer. It was literally, this is the way it's always been done, so I don't need to change it. And then some nerd came along and was like, okay, but you understand that like the value per shot is like significantly higher, and so they came in with like actual stats and numbers, and they were like, well, you're telling me I could score an extra 20 points a game if like half my shots were taken by 2 feet further? Like that's gonna win me
Bro, you used to see
80, like so
routinely in
many
the
more games
2000s a player would get the ball like at the top of the key and then they take a step forward into
out of the
mid-range.
three.
Yeah, out of
Yeah,
the 3 and like wet the ball and then you used to cheer for that. Now if someone did that you're like, "Are you trolling? What are you
yeah,
doing? If
yeah.
you can hit that, just take a step back and put half a pound more on it." Like,
And that's the thing. It's like you cannot tell me that this is like a substantially harder shot, like at 22 feet than it is at 20.
yeah,
You
like
know, like not when you're 6'7", 220 pounds.
and so, like, I think the Thunder just play it smart. Like, I think Chet's up for one of those where it's like they could consider trading him. Like, I think, yeah, like you said, they're going to be losing players soon, but
Mhm.
they're so smart with it because what they do is they don't actually lose them. They're just like, okay, well, I could get like 5 or 6 draft picks for him, and if there's a player I really like higher in the draft, I could trade up for that player if I
I
want.
mean, shit. You think like you're telling me right now, like maybe it's a little too early, but like, and you see how this run goes, but like let's like they look very vulnerable. Like ever since the playoffs, like yes, I know they won the title, but they look very vulnerable. If you could get, let's just say, Chet Holmgren, like you traded Chet Holmgren, like three more, like a couple picks, but you could get like a Cam Boozer. You're telling me that there's like you are definitively going to say, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that kid's
Like,
crazy, by the
yeah,
way.
like
Dude. I
like
usually ex NBA stars players are not that good. Bro, he's a
I
demon.
think it depends. I know Carlos was like an all-star, but I do think like if you're, again, if you are a superstar's son,
Yeah,
like
it's
you're
hard.
not gonna be that great, like because you're
LeVar
also
hit it
always
on the head,
compared.
bro.
But like if you're a low level talent, you're gonna have like again like a Del Curry, like not that great, like not a bad player, but like not that great produces Steph Curry, like because
Well, did
they
you hear
know
what
what it
LeVar said?
takes to get there.
They asked LeVar what like when he was doing his media blitz for Lonzo, right? And it was
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
cool because he got real for a second. He was
yeah,
still doing his trolley shit. But they're like, okay, how come your sons are better than LeBron's kids? How come
yeah.
your sons are better than Mike's kids? And he goes, dude. He goes, okay. He goes, and this is real talk. He's like, when you are the son of a goat, he goes, not
Hmm.
only are you constantly compared to them, he goes, they're busy, bro.
Yeah,
He goes,
he
they're
literally.
busy being the GOAT. He goes, if they're not playing basketball, they're recovering, they're training, they're focused on themselves. They're
Yeah.
working their deals, they're working their sponsorships. He goes, they don't have time to pay attention to you. He goes, now me, he goes, I have all the time in the world. I can
Hmm.
make sure, oh, you are going to be so good. He goes, I have been training these boys since they could hold a basketball. And he's
Yeah.
like, LeBron, he goes, bro, LeBron's not training him. He goes, LeBron's saying, here, get with my trainers, go
Hmm.
shoot around. You can come visit after
Because
the game. He
because
goes,
you know that he doesn't even want to train with him because that gets into LeBron's flow.
yeah,
You
he's
know.
like, so that's why and he did. He brought up Del Curry. He goes, Del Curry was great. He goes, but he wasn't that great. He goes, he can do 3-point shooting with Steph on the court, and
Yeah.
it doesn't bother him. He goes, LeBron ain't doing that. He goes, LeBron's like, bro, get out of here, man. Like, I gotta work. I gotta train. He
Yeah,
goes, here, I'll get you the best trainers in the world. You go deal with them. He goes, but they don't know what LeBron knows. He goes, they don't know what I know. They don't know what Dell knows. He goes, and it's also not your kid. He goes, so when you're a trainer, like, yeah, I train a bunch of kids. I don't care that much about Bron. He goes, where I want Zoe to be the best. Dell wants Steph to be the best. And so I think, yeah, that goes with what you're saying. Like, Carlos wants Cam to be the best. Like, even Carmelo's son's legit. Like, where it's
yeah.
like,
Keon,
Keon, he's crazy. But, like, dude, Cam Boozer, have you seen his averages? He's averaging 24, 10, and 4 on 60% shooting.
is his brother also on Duke?
I'm not
Ca-
sure.
Caden?
Let me see. Yeah, Caden's on Duke too. He's a guard. He's
Yeah,
not
I know.
doing
Like,
much. He is a
he doesn't
ugly
have the
bastard.
size, but like Cam is fucking 6'9", has everything his dad has and more. And
Yeah, he's
then
his dad, but can shoot a three and is athletic.
yeah, and then little brother Caden like not a small dude, like he's
He's
just a
six
big
four,
point
but
guard,
yeah,
like but just your older like your twin brother is just 5 inches taller and a fucking beast.
like, bro, isn't it kind of nuts
I
that
mean, I feel like Caden will probably still be like a top 10 pick though, but
yeah,
anyway, go on.
like that's kind of the thing is like, dude, isn't that wild how we were saying about the video game shit? Uh, like, isn't it wild that like people used to make fun of demigod builds, like these players would never exist, and now
Yeah.
that's just like the standard is
Yeah, the 6'7" to 6'9" guy that
yeah,
is just can do literally everything you need him to.
like it's kind of nuts. Like even like we're talking about like Boozer's son, Cam Boozer or whatever. Like, bro, he's a freak. He is 6'9", 250, shooting 40% from three. Dog,
Yeah,
this is a wet dream in
what, dude?
2K20.
And the thing is like when you're on like basketball Twitter, sports Twitter, like you just see these kids growing up and they're like 13-year-old 7'5" dude is playing and busting ass, and you're like, do these kids just exist everywhere now? What the
I
fuck is going
saw
on?
that. It was like that really long, like 7'5", 7'6", like yeah, 13-year-old. I'm like,
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna kick you in the knees. That's the
yeah,
only thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick you in the knees because he's 100 pounds at seven
yeah,
six. I know that dude's fragile as hell. So I'm kicking him in the knees. I'm tearing his ACL. I'm ruining his career, and I'm gonna beat him. Like, what else can you do as a kid against someone seven? Brother, I was 4'11" at 13 years old.
yeah.
If I saw him, I'd be like, bro, why are we playing this game, dog? Like,
Yeah,
what's the
like this kid can
point?
fucking dunk. I can't even touch a net.
He doesn't even need to jump to dunk. And I
Yeah,
need to be on his shoulders to do so. Like, brother, I just like and most of those kids I do feel bad because they're so like awkwardly big. Like they're never
yeah,
actually any good. Like they're always horrible when they're that big
yeah,
and that young. Like you have to have like an Anthony Davis growth spurt. Like I don't know how big Wemby was at 13, but I feel like Anthony Davis's growth spurt is like kind of how you'd want it, where like you're
you're
like
guarding your whole
tall.
life.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
like 6'3", 6'4", and you're just like slowly inching up to that 7-footer through childhood. Because like,
yeah.
bro, if you're 7'6" at 13, you're just never gonna be. It's like what was his name? He went to UC Irvine. That super tall
Oh,
African dude.
like I don't know about the African, but like the Indian one, like Sam, whatever.
No, there was a dude
Boozer.
from Africa that was on that team from years, like a decade ago, and he was
They
like,
have there's another guy from UCI right now that's Mamadou Ndiana. That guy maybe.
yeah, I'm not thinking of him.
Um,
I'm thinking of the dude a decade ago that, yeah, he was like a 14-year-old that was like seven
what
foot
is?
six, and he never
Oh no,
looked like he could get his feet under him.
I mean, this guy is 1993. Yeah, he's 7'6", 1993. It's probably this guy. But anyway, the UCI is they have their leader right now. Their center is the college basketball's leader in blocks.
Yeah,
And
bro.
yeah, this is
Like,
from a death. Yeah, this is the guy you're talking about. He's from
or
center. I
like
don't know
that
what
guy
it
that
is
went.
because UCI literally like this is not the first guy. They also had another guy. Like UCI for whatever fucking reason has just had 7'2" centers.
Yeah. Or like that he was like a Russian Serbian kid that could barely like move himself. He went to
Sure.
Spire with LaMelo and he was like absolutely atrocious. But it was because, again, same thing. Like, he's like 7'6" at 13. Your body like can't keep up at that point. It's just like
Yeah.
at that point you're learning. Like, they literally look like they're 5 years old playing basketball. It's like,
Hmm.
just give me the ball up here and I'll just do this. Other than that, I can't play the sport.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you need that slow growth spurt, but I mean, we've gone on basketball for a while. Speaking of video games, guys, we're moving over to World of Warcraft. We've given you
Oh
45
God.
minutes of basketball. Me and
It's
Mitchell
a
have
good old
just,
basketball pod.
I know that was a good one, but we're moving on to what really matters. Midnight releases officially. Well, not even a month from now. That's
Yeah,
for the
'cause
public if
we're
you're poor. If you're rich like us, you get deluxe edition in 26 days, I believe, or
yeah,
24
dude.
days.
Thursday night for me. I get a whole weekend. I wish it's
Oh,
Lunar New Year in 2 weeks. God, I wish Lunar New Year like it was at the same time because I get 3 days off. Oh my God, I'd be no lifing the fuck out of it. But now I just gotta work it around my life. But oh my goodness.
dude, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, wait, TBC anniversary officially launches in 3 days. We might have to get on
Yeah.
that too. Dude, it's just such a good time to be a World of Warcraft fan. Guys, if you've ever played, I know some of you bastards have that are watching this.
Mm.
If you've ever played World of Warcraft, just get back into it. I have my buddy, bro, my buddy Justin, if he's watching this, I hope you are actually, because he was who I was playing Arc Raiders with yesterday. Bro, he was like, I'm just over tab target MMOs. I'm like, what? You want New World again that's shut down? You want Ashes of Creation that's shut down? These people keep saying, well, I don't like this about WoW. Well, nothing else has succeeded, buddy. There's a reason King's still on top. You can't stop him. World of Warcraft is the LeBron James of MMOs. They're just never
It
going to die.
genuinely is. They fucking came in at like the same time, right?
Yeah, they did. They're literally never going to die. And
The World of
so,
Warcraft's career is actually 1 year younger than LeBron James.
bro,
Like they
I
came out in
wonder, see
2004.
if I was a reporter,
Who's
because
gonna last longer?
because I'm a man of culture. If I was a reporter, I'd be like, LeBron, can you believe that World of Warcraft is a year younger than you? Like, I know you've played it too. Don't lie to me, brother. Like,
Back in like
know.
the 2010s when we got the like Vern Troyer, the Ozzy Osbourne, the Mr. T
Yeah, bro. There's no
commercials.
way
Oh
LeBron
my
didn't
God,
play that
dude.
shit. Come on,
Can't dude.
LeBron bought it.
LeBron knows peak. LeBron knows peak.
Yeah,
Let's be
bro.
real.
LeBron knows ball when it comes to games. Even if he lies to me and says, "Bro, I was a gladiator and
Yeah, I was
I was a gladiator in classic." I'm like, that didn't even exist, but I fuck with it, LeBron. Just the fact that you're willing to lie about World of Warcraft
the fact
makes
that
me
you
respect
know
it.
about Glad,
like, oh, dude, it's just. I mean, we keep getting back into basketball.
I know.
But dude, World of Warcraft's in such a good place right now, guys. It's really good.
Oh.
Midnight feels like classic, so you can go back to classic and play it.
Dude, I mean, I've been loving it. I was complaining my ass off last week of not getting any fucking wins. This week, turned around, got on Ionos. My blood DK cannot be killed. Running through entire battlegrounds. Don't think I've lost a game with him. Maybe 1 out of like 10. Been running on shit. Went into a unending Ashran. My team's getting swamped. Down 120 kills to 20. Like, or 20 kills to 120, run across the map, about to take out their general. 2% servers go down, still winning with him. We pop on rogues the other day, just absolutely decimating, not even going for wins, and we're getting wins. I've been getting wins on like whatever class, like my
We're just
monk,
ruining people's days.
running shit on my monk, running shit on my warrior. Like we went like 20 and 24 in arenas and shit. Like again, yesterday with the rogue was such a blast. Like dual rogues, just literally making people leave.
Oh my god, that was so funny when we had that duo leave. That was hilarious. Yeah, dude, it's so much fun, and it is funny because like I'll talk to buddies that do game, and like they do have a line they won't cross in World of Warcraft. So like, they're like, okay, that's way too nerdy.
Yeah.
I'm like, but here's the thing, and this is the thing about WoW that's so beautiful, bro. Even if you think that, if you played it, it's like heroin, bro. Once
Dude,
you get a
it's
taste, you
it's
just
so good. Everything feels so good to
like
play.
take it.
So
Okay,
rewarding.
take it from Mitchell, because like I'm a WoW stan. I've never like truly quit. Mitchell's quit. He's come back. He's quit.
Yeah.
It like, bro, it's heroin. Like you
Dude,
can't stop.
Well, and the thing is, it's not like I ever don't love it. It's just like this expansion isn't for me or whatever. But like I am literally on. I think again, I think I said this last week, but like my longest consecutive play streak, like a top three, with like my original one being like the longest, and then like something in like Burning Crusade or like again even like um BFA or End of Dragonflight was like Dragonflight I think was only like 3 months. Like TBA was like 2 or 3 months. But like right now I'm on a 4 month heater right now.
I don't
Like
think you're stopping anytime soon either.
I don't think so. I think like the fact that I actually have a consecutive job that like I can't just no life this shit is
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
keeping
yeah,
me
yeah.
in. Plus like I'm working or like I was playing the
You're like
fucking
looking forward
arena.
to it now. It's like, oh, I'm finally
Yeah.
off work. I can grind
Yeah.
some WoW. Yeah.
And it's like I started on retail. I went to remix, played the shit out of that. I got a classic character that I would love to play more. Like I've been doing a little bit of everything. Like I would love to even go into season of discovery. Like I don't even care about if there's like nobody playing, but like rogue tank, warlock tank, like just off classes that don't exist in the other things. Like that sounds fun. And so it's like there is so much like you cannot be like I hate how people because people will get on Twitter and bitch and be like, oh my goodness, nobody like there's nothing to play. This isn't WoW anymore. Whatever version of WoW you want exists
Yeah,
because I've not even
dude.
mentioned Miss Classic in this
I
whole thing.
hate watching Twitter right now. Like I've seen people, I don't know, man. I'm gonna play Midnight. Like a big WoW streamer, Cedu, who's like a
Yeah,
PvPer, is like, I don't know. It just feels weird that like add-ons are getting replaced by other add-ons. But like, it's just so weird. It's like,
yeah.
brother,
I
you
literally saw
guys have
that
been
tweet like this
asking
pod.
for this for decades to get
Yeah,
rid of add-ons. They finally do it, and you guys are still complaining. In the game, bro, I feel like more people like I feel like Twitter's always the vocal minority. Like
oh,
every time I
100%.
see people bitching on Twitter, I'm like,
The
"Oh,
internet's never right.
yeah." I'm like, "Oh, so my guess is the data Blizzard's getting is this is a complete success." Like cuz again,
Yeah.
people like you, people like my uncle that would not be
Mhm.
on heaters are loving the game cuz they don't have to set up 50,000 add-ons. Every player they're
What
playing
it
doesn't know exactly what to do at every right moment because their add-ons are screaming at them to do it. Like,
because it's so much more positioning and knowing how to like play as
yes.
opposed to like the game telling you, hey, do this, do this.
Yeah.
By the way, this is going on that you don't know about, that we don't tell you about, but this add-on tells you. And
Yeah.
it's like, how the fuck is a casual player supposed to know without an add-on? And like Blizzard, to their credit, has been like, we don't need to do that. Like let's just simplify the game so that you can have the game and play it.
Let's make it like classic again. Like that's my
Yeah.
thing is everyone's complaining like, dude, like why is retail doing it? It's like, brother, all you guys have been saying is I wish it was more like classic. They make it more like
Hmm.
classic where you don't have add-ons screeching at you and you're now bitching because you actually have to use your brain like you do in classic. Like, bro,
Yeah.
it's so nice and such a breath of fresh air that I can press my cooldown sometimes on a character and players don't instantly react with every defensive because they don't instantly know because there isn't a siren going off in their ears
Yeah.
saying, holy shit, holy shit. Like, it's so nice. And yeah, dude. Okay, if you don't like retail, play classic. Oh, you don't like classic? Play mists. Oh, you don't like mists? Play season discovery. You don't like that? Play Titan Forge or whatever. You don't like that? Then you just don't like WoW. Like you've never liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know when you've liked the game.
That's the thing. You cannot say this. There's no like version of WoW for me, or like I haven't played in 10 years. Whatever version that you wanted exists. Like
Yeah.
unless you're a huge um like in like pure expansion fan, like just wanting like the story or
Yeah, like
whatever.
I
Then
just want Legion back. It's like, okay, well,
yeah,
yeah, you're being that so you've never liked World of Warcraft. You just like that one version. Like
yeah, and we also just had remix, so you should have been playing that.
Remix
Like
was
for Legion,
I do regret not playing more Remix. Remix was fun. I wish I was able to get a carry character.
next time you'll play remix and it'll be
I
fun.
wonder what
Like
they're gonna remix next, though. Because if it's BFA, I'm not playing that. That was awful. I will not be
I
doing that.
don't. I think that's too recent. Like, I don't think they do like a kata. Like, I could almost see this was like not necessarily as loved at the time, but I could almost see like a Warlords of Draenor like kind of thing. They would get rid of like garrisons and stuff the same way that they did this time with some of that, but like it just it's finding that balance. Or again, maybe they don't do remix and they do classic plus instead. China has Titan Forged, which is Wrath of the Lich King, and maybe that becomes the US thing. Like
Okay, can
rather
you
than remix, you
explain?
do
Because I'm not sure. So Titan Forged is Wrath, but they're constantly balancing it, correct?
Yeah, it's like supposedly I think a brand new experience in Wrath
Because
is
I
my
saw
understanding.
Soda talking about it, and he basically said what it is so they balance the game. Which, dude, I don't know why they don't do it in Classic. It's so fucking lame that they don't. I think it would be so much
Yeah.
better if they did. But regardless, my bitching aside, so basically, they apparently balance the game, and every raid and every dungeon's in it, and the gear's
And they're
scaled to
all
80.
yeah, they're all meant for max level.
Yes, that's what I'm
It's
saying. So like
it's not like,
apparently,
oh, level 60 stuff. It's all like
yeah.
we're doing this
So like
for
you could
max.
run Kara as max content or Black Temple as max level content, like
Yeah.
get Warglaives. And so Soda was saying the cool part is every class pretty much has a legendary almost,
Mhm.
which makes it cool, which seems interesting. And I will say the Chinese server, it is a bummer that they get their own game because they always have cool shit.
Dude,
Like,
I mean their cosmetics are infinitely cooler than the ones we've been getting.
but I'm pretty sure it's because they have their own team that works on it. Like they own
Yeah.
their own portion. Let's like Blizzard China. Like they own their
Yeah.
own game. Um, And like, I would love to play that, but I think that's what they're going to announce. I don't think they're going to do exactly that, but I think they're going to do Classic Plus where they finally balance Classic, which, dude, I think would be so fun. I wish they just did that anyways. Like, hey guys,
Yeah.
like we're going to balance the game. We're going to make a server where it's classic, but it's going to feel new. Like,
Yeah.
you can call
And
it something like classic refresh, like something like
well,
that.
and it's like they're gonna make like quality of life updates that just don't exist. Like again, do people really want to be like every time you get into combat, especially with a mana class, that you're then sitting there for 30 seconds, like drinking water and
Yeah.
doing that stuff? Like same with like bag space, same with like gold costs, like getting that fucking epic mount in um like so many people in classic like an OG WoW never got the epic mount or like never got the epic speed because it was so
Bro, I
hard.
remember when you got it for the first time.
I
I
didn't
still
get it until
remember.
fucking Burning Crusade.
Yeah, I remember you getting it and you're like, I finally got this. Like, why is that like why is that so cool?
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, I run so much faster and I finally did it.
Yeah.
And
Like same with flying, but then like expensive flying was fucking absurd as what like
yeah.
it was literally like you have to play this game on another like it was for like the hardcore gamers and stuff.
Or just be a god at professions.
Yeah. It's and I don't know, like I would love some Titan Forge thing. Like it almost seems like from what I had heard rumor wise that Titan Forge is going to lead into a brand new expansion, but
Yeah.
like that because I think Kata was after Wrath that but they're doing I think something completely different. Which will be cool to see. Like even if it stays in
And that's
China,
what I'm
like
saying. Like,
it'd be
dude,
cool to see it.
that's what I think you need to do, whether it's Burning Crusade or Wrath. Like, again, a lot of people debate on what they like better. I think,
Mhm.
regardless, you need to do Classic Plus off of those. I'm really hoping, because a lot of people, and this is what a lot of
You
people are
need to do
assuming.
it like early on in WoW.
This is what a lot of people are assuming, which is why I'm assuming it, is I think they're going to bounce Classic Plus off of BC or Wrath, and these Mist characters are going to be pushed, or you're going to have the option to put them on your retail account or keep them on like a Mists Plus that's not going to be kept up.
Yeah,
Um,
like same with Sod, where it's like it exists,
yeah.
but like it doesn't get anything
And
new.
that's why I think I feel like this anniversary, because here's my thing. Here's my defense, World of Warcraft, if you're listening. I know you guys are. Rob Palinka listens to the podcast.
Yeah,
Um, you should do it based on these characters. You should not make people re-level again, because I'll tell you this, for players like myself, or like other players that I know come back and love TBC, like my friend Justin, they don't want to have to re-level in this painfully long leveling experience again for it would be the third or fourth time.
yeah. Especially if you've
Like,
done hardcore. Like, I mean, I was getting into it with somebody the other day for like OnlyFans, and I was like, dude, they need to create a guild bank, and meaning the people that want to play, like the Soda, the Pika, the Zaryu, and then all those other streamers that like aren't that big. Like fundamentally, $60 is not that much for even a small streamer when you're getting however many hours of content out of it and hopefully some
yeah.
money back. But it's like they need a guild bank of actual real life money that the not big streamers can pull from to boost their characters because nobody cares about the level 1 to 60 experience. It is the content exists from 60 to 70, that level, like, because they want to do hardcore again. But
Yeah.
it's like, if you're dying at fucking 35, but the entire point is hardcore, like,
Yeah.
that experience sucks. You're just getting the same content you were getting 2 years ago at that point.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you need to be like, the content needs to be gated, which means you need to boost. And then people will be like, I don't want to boost. And it's like, but they shouldn't have to spend 100+ hours just to get to the content that we actually care about.
Plus, I also think it's just more hype, right? If you
Yeah.
do Classic Plus, say based on these BC anniversary servers, right? Because again,
Yeah.
look how massive this pre-patch event was. People were
Yeah.
coming back. People were playing it like
And
crazy.
it's been like kind of disappointing pre-patch wise, but like in terms of content, like
I'm talking for
gameplay and fun. It's
BC.
been
I'm talking for
okay. Yeah.
BC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I'm
Yeah.
not talking for Midnight. I'm talking for BC.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, people are like so excited. If you do that again with BC, bro, everyone's gonna be so pumped with their BC characters that they just played. Like, dude, this is gonna be great. I wonder what's gonna be strong. Like, this is gonna be so fun to explore. Plus, again, that's another thing that I think pre-patches do so poorly. You won't be able to explore Classic Plus classes if you have to level. Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna
It is
pretty
a hard.
much like you're not gonna be able to explore. And even then, like, I think this benefits streamers obviously more than anyone because they'll have more classes at max. But I think that's actually a good thing in this case because it's like people can watch them and say, "Oh, dude, wait, Shaman looks good in Classic Plus. Like, I want to play that. That's what I'm gonna choose to level during pre-patch." Or like, that looks good. That looks good, and you actually let that happen. Whereas like, if it's like, "Oh, you're just gonna have to level," bro, you're gonna have a bunch of people that are just like, I don't really care to play it until I see
I'm
like what's strong."
that that was my struggle. Like, I can tell you, I had gotten like every class to level 10 in original classic.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, for like rogues didn't get dual wielding until 10. They didn't get stealth until 5.
Yes.
Like most like pet like hunters didn't get stuff until 10. Druids didn't get their cat form until 20. They didn't get their movement form until 30. Like, there, you didn't get what made a class the class until late levels, and it took so long to grind. Like, so I spent all my time going through all of these classes, but like trying to figure out what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I kept remaking stuff and spending hours and hours. I didn't commit to my rogue until TBC was announced, and I was like, okay, TBC is fucking coming out. I've been playing for like 2 months, and I don't have a fucking class. So like, I have to choose one, stick with it, and it doesn't matter how it fucking plays through level. Like, I had a blast, but like,
Yeah.
you have to get over that hump, and you just commit. And it's like again, right now, shout out Remix, the last two, both Miss and Legion. But I have over 40 classes at max level. I have every single spec at max level except uh the evoker subclasses, like sub specs, and then like, that's literally the only ones, and those are because they're not in remix. But
Yeah.
I've every spec at max level, and I go through like, you've been playing PvP with me. I have like 15 characters. I have over 10 characters almost fully conquest gear because I am not one that can just choose a main and stick with it. I want to play
Yeah.
everything.
Same. Same.
And so it's like, you need to make the leveling experience a little bit better. You need to give the class flavor, the class fantasy earlier as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think rogues need stealth right away. They need like dual wielding at level 5. Like, for a druid, for example, give you bear form at level 1, give you cat form at level 10, give you like traveling at level 15. Like, all the things that make the class, you need to give them early,
Yeah.
because you need to be like, this is what I want to play. You're telling me I don't even get, like again, for a rogue shadow step, they don't get it until level fucking 60. Like, whereas now, like, imagine playing a rogue without, like, a sub rogue without shadow step. Like, you need that class flavor at earlier levels so that you can make the determination, oh, sick, this is fun. Because
Yeah.
imagine grinding 100 hours and then being like, I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I get what you're
you,
saying.
you can't be doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's what they need to do, man. They really, really need to just like you gotta go for what you call it. You gotta just let people have a bunch, base classic pre-patch off these anniversaries, so people could like test and enjoy because it's gonna actually be completely new, most likely. I will be sad though if we're hyping this up and they don't do Classic Plus. They do some stupid shit. But like, dude, I think it's just I feel like it's just such a no brainer at this point. Like, why would you not? Kind of
Yeah.
vibe. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all I got on
I
kind of this stuff.
Well, so a couple, like one more thing we can go into, because like we can talk about our experience with, you said you wanted to get into it, into classic, potentially into TBC. Like I've got my rogue at level 14 right now. He's grinding up. You said you're willing to pay. I will say right now, I've spent $40 on gold in the last 2 days. After never spending on gold. The reason I did it is because yesterday it was $20 for 320k gold. And then today it was 330 for 20k. And I was like, if it's 330, 340, I'm gonna just drop
That's what
it.
I'm saying, bro.
Like because I don't grind professions, but like this will set me up. Like I'm not gonna like I don't need to spend shit like on the rest of it, but like this sets me up for midnight. So going back to classic, I don't mind paying for a boost. Like I'm obviously not going to boost up a rogue. I have my rogue that I would grind.
Yeah,
Um, but like you're gonna boost,
of course.
and
I'm lazy.
so it's like, what do we boost? I would love to do a hunter, except for the fact that I fucking hate that you still need a quiver, which takes away a bag slot. You still need ammo, and then I'm pretty sure you still gotta feed your fucking pet and shit in TBC. And you can miss me with that shit. Like less bag space, less everything is truly fucking miserable.
Yeah. And buying ammo, yeah, that sucks. But
Yeah, like
I
just
think I might play survival because I'm enjoying survival obviously a lot in retail, but apparently survival was good in TBC, and I
mhm.
never played a hunter
When
like
survival is also very different in TBC
yeah, like
compared to what it is
so
now.
hunter was my first class I ever played just because I thought it was cool, bow and arrow,
Yeah,
and then I finally ended on mage. But like hunter, I never played like I think I played it to like level 30, level 40, but I never played survival. I think I played just marks because I thought that was way cooler, just one shotting someone.
yeah.
Um, but survival seems pretty fun. It seems unique, so I might have to try that in TBC Classic because everyone's gonna play Warlock or Rogue because they're lame and those are the best classes and they refuse to balance this game. But I think it could be fun.
Yeah, like I'm thinking, um, if I do it, I mean, again, Shadow Priest could be fucking fun. Like priests are they're just sick as hell. Like I don't care for um what's it called? Like I don't care for um PvE that much.
Hmm.
Um like I'm thinking either Shadow Priest, potentially Warrior. I hate it kills me that Warriors are not like that Fury is just not that good. You give me two big fucking weapons, but the one with one weapon is better. Just hurts my soul.
It does. It really
Um,
doesn't make sense why Arms is always hit harder than Fury.
yeah, like
It's
you're telling
never
me
made
you
sense
got
to me.
two weapons that do the same DPS is somehow not as good as the one weapon.
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't make sense.
um, but then also like Lock is always a good one. Um, like and I'm gonna go DPS. I'm not going some fucking random shit. But um like I like Pallies, but probably not gonna do it. I've never been into like mages as much. I do like frost mages, like that has been one of mine. Like shamans are too much for me. I like hunters, but like I said, my beef with them I think is like too drastic for me to like actually overcome and enjoy the class,
With Demon Hunters?
no, with
Oh.
um hunters.
Oh.
Like just again like the annoying pet management and ammo management. Like if that wasn't in there, like I'd be for it.
But it's
But
so good, dude. It's classic. It's perfect.
dude, that's what I talk about. Like like I would have made a hunter if I didn't need that stuff kind of thing. Like for regular classic. But the fact that you do, it's just like this is
The
like
fact that
even
it's used in
rogues.
PvP is so stupid.
Yeah, because you're just like you could spend more air like think of how many arrows you need to like you need an arrow for every attack. You multi shot is a fucking bank breaker. You shoot out 4 arrows, you're like, God damn, this just goes 10 silver. Like, but it's just like it's not worth it. And again, like even rogues, like you gotta buy a lot of shit for rogues. Like between like vanishing powders that like don't stack very much, poison stuff, like
Yeah.
like like I the fact that they got rid of that stuff as retail went on is so good.
Yeah, I know. It is funny because people will say, like, in retail, Blizzard just adds a bunch of random shit to my bags. Like, bro, do you not remember how much shit had to be in your bags for your class in BC and Classic? Like, dude, every class you had to have some random bullshit in your bag because you couldn't do something without it. Like Mage Port, yeah, Hunter, just playing, Rogue, Poison, Banish. Like, bro, if you didn't like, could you imagine like loading in? You're like, oh my god, I forgot to buy poisons.
Dude, I'm leveling on my rogue and I've gone engineering for the target dummies and bombs to get some extra damage. And I have other shit on my bar, but I'm like I only have like 2 bags on him right now. My main bag is just full of shit that I need to fucking play and I'm like I can loot 10 things and then I got to go fucking run back to sell shit and I can't get rid of half this shit. Like
Oh, have you
that's
seen the
another
new
thing. Give me
traders
fucking
post?
30 things. I bought a couple things. I like the armor set. It gives big like Egyptian like raw vibes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what I'm saying. Like, if Classic Plus came, you could just fix that stuff, which
Just
is,
give me big bags. Like who cares? Like
or big
why
bags.
would
Yeah, you could do
we
big
want
bags.
like
I would just,
smaller bags?
like, in Classic Plus, my first thing would be like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and add these quality of life changes where hunters don't need to buy ammo because that shit's stupid. It doesn't actually add anything, and if you're complaining about it, you're just looking for a reason to complain.
But I mean, that's literally they're like it makes the game harder. Like, and that here's the other thing:
It doesn't make anything
harder,
harder.
harder versus tedious are 2 different
Yes,
things.
exactly. Those are
Like,
mutually exclusive terms.
yeah,
Harder does not mean, like, tedious does not mean it's harder. No, it means it's annoying as shit. If someone asks you to add 2 plus 2 50,000 times and write it out, that's not hard. That's obnoxious as shit.
yeah, and we don't need shit to be fucking like we don't need shit to be tedious. Like nobody wants tedious shit. And like as much as like you could say um attention spans have dropped, it's also we've dropped from the fact that shit was absurd.
Yeah,
Like
it's just, yeah, brother, that just is annoying. It's not that
yeah,
my attention span is dropped. I found it annoying back then. I'm
yeah,
still finding it annoying.
I just had no choice.
Yeah.
Like
Now
it's
I can
not
go play retail. Like, I don't need to spend money on fucking arrows for no apparent reason.
yeah. Like it's simple things like that where it's just it needs to be in the game. Like same with Group Finder, which like is in the anniversary, like at least to a degree. Same with like again the fact that Classic didn't have summoning stones, like that I think was like a TBC thing. But like you had either had to have a warlock there, or every single person had to run. And again, remember you had to go to all of the points. Like one of the reasons I made a human was because my favorite zone is like Westfall. You think I want to make a night elf and run all the way from Teldrassil across the whole world? I got to run through wetlands where monsters are level
Where you're
30
getting wet.
plus.
Yeah.
Like, and back again in Classic, the roads were safer. They were not safe.
Yeah.
So you were still going to die from mobs being on the roads. And it's like, all that stuff is just like I didn't want to run across the whole map to do this stuff.
Yeah. No, I'm
And I think
I'm with you.
TBC fixes a lot of those things, like
Yep.
fundamentally.
TBC, in my opinion, is the like game. Like that, like
Yeah.
that was when, and I liked Wrath too. Like I will say that is one thing. Like expansions nowadays are just kind of like additions, whereas
Yeah.
like expansions used to be like completions. Like, oh,
Mhm.
this feels good. Like Wrath. That's why I always say like Wrath was the peak. Because I feel like
Yeah.
Wrath was where that's the game. Like that's World of Warcraft. That's just what it is. Um, and like my favorite expansion's Mists, just because I
I was gonna
felt
say
like
like
that was
Mist
peak.
is right there as well, where it's like everything came together very well in
Yeah.
Mist.
And like, because even Burning Crusade, I think there's like, I still think that leveling weapon shit is stupid. I still
Yeah.
think like, again, having ammo is shit is stupid.
Yeah.
but they fixed a lot of it. But Wrath, in my opinion, is really where like everything kind of came together and started playing well.
And it's and like fundamentally, if we were to just like look at things again of like what we would change, my goal would be to make it. I don't think it should take more than 20 to 30, like maybe 20 is okay, but like to more than 30 hours to hit max level. Like, and that's still kind of a grind. Like it's
Yeah.
significantly less than like 50 to 100, but like I think that's kind of like the max it should be because
Mm-hmm.
the journey still matters in all of these early expansions. And like you're still playing through it and that matters. But the focus as it goes on is the content becomes more end game focused and
Mm-hmm.
less about the journey and less about the leveling. And I do think what they need to do, the same way that they've done in retail, which I think retail caps it too early again, as someone who has a lot of alts,
Yeah.
is that I don't think you should be capped on the XP bonus that you get like per leveling. Like if I have 40
Mm.
characters at max level, like and I'm not bought any of them, dude, I'm not going to buy it. So
Mm.
if my bonus is 400 fucking percent, let it be 400%. Let me level up other classes quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's it's not about leveling the classes. Like it's not about me wanting to grind 60 hours. It's because I want this other variation at max level, and I don't like. And clearly, I've shown I'm willing to play it, not pay for it. And so it's like it should be like exponentially easier in my opinion, and that cap shouldn't necessarily exist on how fast it can be.
Mm-hmm.
Like your first character should take a while, but your second they should all get incrementally faster, but like after 10, after 15, after 20 it should be like dude, like like give me a fucking free boost for every 10 characters I have at max. Like
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you there. I think they are just. I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I wish they just make it. I wish they weren't so afraid of their classic community. I think that's where I'm going with it. Is I wish they weren't so like scared of them freaking out. I guess you know.
yeah, and like losing this community that's like I don't know, its own a loud portion of the community that like I don't want to say like we started this pod by saying that um social media is a small portion of it, but I do think for classic, like at least the loudest and largest part of the community has a very strong voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like Soda has an extremely powerful voice in the classic community. Like when it
Well,
comes
yeah,
to like
he's the reason it
connecting with
came
more.
back, pretty much.
Exactly. And so it's like, yeah, maybe it's not all, but like unfortunately pissing him off like does significantly impact the classic like community experience and how well you like not to say that you couldn't still have a fantastic community and never even notice that he's gone if you've already got your community, but like
Yeah.
for the casual fan, which is in terms of classic, I would say we are very much casuals, is like he- not to say what he says has weight for us, but like if he and every other big streamer is like I don't want to play this, like the incentive for us to play it is a little bit less.
Yeah. Exactly. So I agree. I hope Classic Plus is fun. I'm looking forward to TBC Anniversary a little bit. Maybe I will play that just because we've kind of like I don't know. I wouldn't say finished pre-patch, but it's like I kind of know
There's
who I
only
want
so
to
much.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't made any balancing changes where it's worth trying another class. And if TBC Classic comes out in 3 days, I mean that's something that could definitely keep our attention for a month. We might not even hit 70.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might. I don't know. I actually hit from 60 to 70. I did do it in like 2 days when it came out. Like I kind of no
Did you
lifed it for a
shower?
weekend. Yeah, but like I
Did you
no
poop?
lifed it for like a weekend or maybe a week. Again, like we were in school at the time, but like I would have like come home and played it, and I might have put a lot of hours into it, but I was level 70 very quickly.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea, like if because you said boosting, it wouldn't be a bad idea even for like me to boost and just get started on it tomorrow, because 58 to 60 is still kind of a bitch. Like that is still a fucking bitch. And
Same.
granted,
Why don't you just grind it with me, bro?
dude. I mean, if you want to fucking do it tomorrow, Like,
I might boost today. I gotta get some work done right now, but now we're just
yeah,
kind of having a casual conversation. You guys are all eavesdropping on, but
yeah.
if
But
any of you
I
guys,
know,
by the way, if any of you guys ever want to play WoW with us, by the way, or any
dude.
games we talk about,
Dude, I would love to
go
like we
ahead.
don't have a huge community, obviously, but I would love to have a guild of just like
Free
people that
flow.
follow us. Yeah, the
That'd be
free flow guild
hilarious.
and just be able to have a small little thing going that's like we all just grind it out. Dude, if we start a guild, I mean we just call it free flow and we're vibing, dude.
Yeah, like oh, by the way, before we sign off, real quick, I want to say, played Arc Raiders again last night for the first time in weeks. My buddy wanted to play it. Uninstalled that game after an hour of playing. That game is grade A dog shit. I cannot believe people still play that game. It is a
Shout out
testament.
Peanut, dude.
It is a testament to how much of an industry plant that game is. It is boring. There's no point in playing, and grenades are still stupid as shit. But with that being said, that's where I'm going to sign off. Embark Studios, I hope you're watching because your game sucks. Thank you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Again, if you guys want a game, you guys let us know in the comments and we'll we'll see what we can do.
Make it happen.
Make sure to check us out on Spotify, YouTube if you're watching this on stream. If they are not watching it on stream, make sure to check us out on Spotify. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and comments and
Peace.
talking. Peace.